Hello and welcome to DBC News. You're with me, Antara Chaudhary. You're watching the Mercantile Bank headlines. Now let's move on to the details. Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, in an interview with BBC, said development was possible in Bangladesh because of the continuation of democracy. Responding to a query, she also pointed out that RAB was set up within the suggestion of USA. She also said that however, said that the sanction was imposed on paramilitary as the US does not want to see her in power. British Broadcasting Corporation BBC took a special interview of Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina during her visit in UK. The interview, taken by Yelda Hakim, raised various allegations including human rights violation in Bangladesh, extrajudicial killing, democracy and Rohingya repatriation.
That paramilitary organization was set up by the US. Actually, with their advice, it was established in 2004, and all the training, equipments, everything provided by US. And I feel that the way they trained them, now they are acting such a way. So how and why they put sanction, it is really a big question to me. I don't know, maybe they don't want me to continue or the progress we are making for Bangladesh, they may not accept it or something like this. This is my feeling.
Earlier on Monday, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina said an election-time government could be formed with the parties in parliament, although the next general election will be held in Bangladesh following Westminster-type democracy like that of Britain. She also said there is enough foreign currency reserve in the country and nothing to be worried about. The head of the government made these remarks while in responding the volley of questions from journalists at the press conference in Ganabhavan on the day at the beginning of the press conference. The Prime Minister said the necessary repair work of MOCA affected areas has already been started. In the question and answer session, Sheikh Hasina said there are sufficient reserves to deal with the crisis. She also said Bangladesh is not afraid of unnecessary sanctions imposed by any country. In response to another question, the Prime Minister mentioned that IMF gave loans considering Bangladesh's capability. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina also said that it will take some time for the LNG terminal of Maheshkhali to return to normal condition and urged to everyone to be patient regarding the supply of gas and electricity. The mortal remains of a renowned actor Akbar Hussain Pathan, popularly known as Farooq, arrived in Dhaka from Singapore this morning, a day after his demise. The body has taken to his Uttara residence in the capital from Hazrat Shahjalal International Airport around 8:15 a.m. According to the family members, the body kept at a central Shahid Minar from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. for all to pay respect to their beloved actor. After that, the body will be taken to the premises of the Bangladesh Film Development Corporation (BFDC) and his first namaz-e-janaza will be held after Zuhur prayers. The body will be taken to Gazipur Kaliganj, where Farooq will be buried after another janaza at Gulshan Azad Mosque in Dhaka at 5 p.m. The Minister of Planning indicated that the issue of universal pension is not getting priority in upcoming budget as well, mentioning that the priorities have changed in the budget. He says that it will be launched at some point, but this time the priority of the budget is to deal with the economic pressure, including inflation. Economist says that announcement of universal pension was political. Nothing has been done except passing the law to start it. The introduction of universal pension for all the working people of the country was announced in the budget of the fiscal year of 2019 and 2020. 4 years have passed since this announcement. In 2020, the country's population was above 60 years was 1.25 crore, which is 3 crore in 2041. So the government took steps to introduce universal pension. Cyclone Mocha hit the St. Martin Islands and damaged most of its infrastructures. Losing everything, the victims have started struggling to return to normal life. Authority says comprehensive measures have been taken to help the victims. Cyclone Mocha hit the coast of the country in the afternoon. The worst affected the coral island of St. Martin. The affected shop owners trying to get back to the rhythm of life are busy with renovation work. Not only the market area but also everywhere on the island there are signs of Cyclone Mocha. About 1,200 houses were damaged. Besides, more than 1,000 trees were broken. Locals are at a loss as to how to sort it out all. The authority is taking about all kinds of engagements to help monitor the needs of the affected people. Shariful Islam Fahim, a rice trader of Barkada of Kushtia municipal areas, has been missing for 20 days. Even though a case has been registered for the police station, the police have not found his whereabouts yet. The family members said Fahim went missing after going out of the house on May 27th. He was supposed to go to Khajanagar Mokham to buy rice. However, in the afternoon, he used his motorcycle sandals and other items. His used motorcycle sandals and other items of use were found near Bhoral Bazar of Mirpur Upazila. Fahim's wife, Razia Khatun, filed a case at Kushtia Model Police Station. The superintendent of police visited several times and assured the family, but Fahim was not found. Chattogam's industrial sector has suffered production losses of thousands of crores of taka in few days after the gas connection was cut off. Continuous load shedding is going on due to the disruption of power generation. According to the businessman, Chattogram is the commercial capital only in name, but in reality the picture is different. After the LNG supply of Maheshkhali was stopped, gas supply was not given to Chattogram. Gas did not even come from the national grid. Arrangements were made to supply 250 to 300 million cubic feet of gas per day from LNG and take the remaining gas to the national grid. But while doing this, the Ashuganj-Bakrabad gas pipeline, where gas used to come from Kumilla to Chattogram, was completely shut down. Due to the lack of gas, the production of all industrial factories has come to standstill. People in Rangpur are suffering from intense heat and load shedding. Locals claim that there is no electricity for at least 6 to 16 hours a day. The situation is in the rural areas or worse than urban. Business, trades and production in factories are being disrupted. The number of people suffering from heat stroke is also increasing. According to the power department, the situation is gradually improving. However, the temperature in Rangpur region has been hovering from between 37 to 40 degrees Celsius for last week. Moreover, load shedding has added an extra pain on it. Locals say that they face load shedding at least 10 to 12 times a day. In most of the areas, they get electricity for an hour and experience load shedding for more than 2 hours. Even during the SSC examination, intense heat and power outages are affecting the studies of the students. ACC is filing one case after another against Major Abdul Mannan, a retired member of parliament. So far, there have been 10 cases, but preparations are underway for more. However, the MP alleges that ACC is being used by a gang to keep BIFC in the hands of his own financial institution. However, the ACC says that despite MP Mannan's claim of innocence, he has been found guilty of embezzlement. Mannan established Bangladesh Industrial Finance Company Limited (BIFC). Later, he handed over the chairman post to his wife. In 2019, the first case was filed against Mannan for embezzlement. So far, 10 cases have been filed. Apart from Mannan, the relatives were also included in these cases. SEC said that the accused along with Mannan embezzled taka 192 crore from BIFC in the name of loan. The most influential people in Khulna City Corporation election is the jute mill workers. Everything revolves around the words of the assurance. Therefore, Ahead of the election, the workers have already started calculating the dues collection process, including closing mills. Khulna was once known as an industrial city. A total of 7 jute mills have been closed one by one due to losses in Khulna. One of the outgoing mayor's 31-point manifesto in the last election was to develop the Khalishpur and Rupsha industrial areas by starting closed mills. The manifesto did not fulfill the condition. The outgoing mayor says that the process of opening the closed state-owned jute mills is underway. Not only the promise, but also whoever the next mayor is, the industrial workers want the implementation of the closing jute mills and payments of the dues. The Dhaka Stock Exchange DSC and the Chittagong Stock Exchange CSE saw upward trend today. DSC X, the prime index of DSC, went up by 0.22% to reach at 6,274 points. The DSC X index went down up by 0.17% to reach at 1,368 points, and the DSC 30 index went down by 0.25% to reach at 2,191 points. The Port City Bourse, the Chittagong Stock Exchange CSE 50 went up by 0.10% to reach at 1,318 points. Now the currency rates according to National Bank Limited. US dollar is being bought at Taka 108 and sold at Taka 109. The buying price of Great Britain pound is Taka 130.20 and selling price is Taka 138.20, while euro is being bought at Taka 119.10 and sold at Taka 124.10. Saudi riyal is being bought at 29.30 and sold at Taka 31, and Kuwaiti dinar is being bought at Taka 345 and sold at Taka 365.